Hey guys, StarrySky, welcome to this electric DPS video. Now this is a subscriber requested video about which trinkets I use on my alt Legacy of Light. So this is what this video is going to be about, so if you don't want to watch it then there's no harm. You know, thank you for at least staying to this point. So the trinkets I'm currently using on my alt Legacy is Orbital Strike. Is the first one. Now the reason why I'm using Orbital Strike for is electricity supercharges are just terrible. They're 100% and they just don't do enough damage for what they're worth. So for me I use Orbital Strike to make up for not having a supercharge. Because a level 4's Orbital can hit like about 4 or 5k at a time and has a relatively decent cooldown. So this makes up for not having one. So that's why I use this one. I also use a supply drop. For me, I like to be a team player, so having a supply drop is beneficial for me and my group. It gives me power, healing if I need it, and most importantly, it gives a 50% damage buff for me and anyone else who is near it or walks through it. So this is always good to have as well if I'm going to go through a massive rotation and I have a supply drop ready. Plus, if people are low on power, drop this, get big power, get a big increase of power, and then get a nice buff, and then do a lot of heavy damage with it. And then on to my final trinket. I use the trinket from Central City, and what this does is it increases my turn precision. But the good thing about this trinket is when you activate it, it's going to activate the effect, but you can also activate the trinket an additional like 2 or 3 times, so pretty much you can keep the stat increase for up to a minute. And it has roughly like a 5-minute cooldown though, so for the increase for a minute, the cooldown, it's well worth it, especially if you're in a big boss fight for a prolonged period. This can, this trinket can really help you out with it. But if you don't have it, then you could use the one from Foss 1, or if need be, you can even use this one, which I think drops from Bat Caves, which does like 239 precision, 246 might, has like a 2-minute cooldown. Now, for the people thinking, why am I using a might? Why am I using a trinket with mixed stats for like might and precision for instead of like using one of the trinkets from Gotham Wasteland, which just gives like 500 something might for? Well, the reason why it's for is because I know electricity is a might based power, but I've never been a big fan of pure might builds. So for me on Legacy, I know might's the main stat, but I also like to go might and precision and all my red sockets. As you can see, my rings, might and precision, my feet, hands, back and waist, all might and precision. So for me, this is why I use that one for, because I like to have my build as a balanced one. Might's the main stat, but I still have a lot of precision. Since I'm going for my rotation quite quickly, I use a rifle, so I'm constantly clipping really quickly. So I look to use trinkets which increase both stats. So it's beneficially getting from both areas, from my weapon clipping and from my attacks, not just relying on the damage from one area. So this is pretty much the trinkets one I'm using. For electric, I always recommend going balanced. It just works out a lot better because electric itself is not really much of a heavy hitting power. You have to do a lot of attacks really fast just to keep up with other powers. So this is what I like balance for. But anyway guys, let me know what you think. If you think there's other trinkets that are better, or if you have a different trinket rotation that you think is superior, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. So thank you for watching this. Until next time, I'll see you then.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light!